We'll start with drawing a circle with a radius of approximately 3 inches, and we will be referring to this as our beginning circle throughout this lesson. Before we can draw the 12-fold overlapping circles in the next lesson, we first need to divide this beginning circle into 24 equal parts. And to do that, we first need to divide the circle into 6 equal parts. With the compass open to the same size as the radius of the beginning circle, we will draw an arc with the center at the intersection point between the horizontal line and the beginning circle as shown here. Repeat the same process to draw the remaining 5 arcs, each time moving the compass to the newly created points and use it at the new center point. Next, we are going to divide the circle into 12 equal parts. To do that, we first need to bisect one segment into 2 equal parts. And you can use any of the previously divided segments. It really doesn't matter. The intersection point between the bisected line and the beginning circle is the center point of the arc that we will be drawing in the next step. Now, with the compass open to the same size as before, we will now draw the remaining 5 arcs, again, each time moving the compass to the newly created point and use it at the new center point. By the end of this, we should have our beginning circle divided into 12 equal parts. Finally, we can now divide the beginning circle into 24 equal parts. And we can do that using the same method as before. This time, we will pick 2 adjacent segments on the circle, bisect them, and use each of the new intersection points to divide the circle into 24 segments. Now that we have the beginning circle divided into 24 equal parts, we are ready to draw the 12-fold overlapping circles. First off, the center of the first circle will be at the intersection point between the horizontal line and the beginning circle. And the radius of the circle will be the distance between the center and the 5th intersection points as shown here. Using the same radius to draw the remaining 11 circles, with the center of each circle located as shown here. With the 12 overlapping circles constructed, we are now ready to draw the 3 concentric circles as shown here. The first circle can be drawn using the following intersection points between the previously constructed 12 overlapping circles. Similarly, the next concentric circle can be drawn using the following intersection point. And finally, the last concentric circle can be constructed using the following intersection point. Next, we will draw the 4 semicircles in the corners as shown here. To do that, we need to locate their centers, and we also need to know their size or radius. If you have completed the lesson on how to reconstruct this pattern, you would probably know that in order to locate the centers of this semicircle, we need to use this construction circle as shown here, which is the same size as this circle right here. And the size of the semicircle, this one right here, is the same as this circle right here, which is located at this intersection point and is tangent to both of these arcs, as you can see here. First, let's construct the circle that will be used to locate the centers of the 4 semicircles, this one right here, which is essentially the same as this one. This circle is half the size of the distance between these 2 circles. So first we need to find the center point of the distance between these 2 circles. To do that, with the compass located on one circle and open it to the same size as the distance between these 2 circles, draw an arc. Repeat the same process to draw the other arc with its center on the other circle this time. The intersection between these 2 arcs determine the center point that we need. Repeat the same process again to locate the next midpoint, which will be the center of the construction circle that we need. Now that we have the construction circle established, we will draw the same circle but at one of the 4 corners instead. We can now draw the circle that is the top part of the semicircles. To draw the bottom half of the semicircle, we know where its center is. It's right here, right there. So we only need to determine its size. In the reconstruction lessons, we have established that the size of this circle is the same as this circle. So we first need to draw this circle right here, which is center at this intersection point and is tangents to both of these arcs, this one and that one. We can now take this circle and draw that over here. Next, we will draw the outermost circle, this one right here. To do that, we only need to determine its radius. Since we already know that it is concentric to the beginning circle, If you have completed the previous lessons for how to reconstruct this pattern, you would probably have known that this construction circle determines the radius of the outermost circle. And in order to draw this construction circle, we need to locate its center, and we also need to know its radius. In the previous lessons, we have already proved that this circle determines the center of this circle, and both of these circles are of the same radius. So that means the first thing we need to do is to draw this concentric circle. Because when we have drawn this concentric circle, the intersection point between this circle and that line determine the centers of this circle. So in order to draw this circle, we have already proved in the previous lesson that this circles and that circles are of the same size. So this is where we need to start first. To draw this circle, we will use the same method as in the previous lesson, because this circle, the diameters of this circle is essentially the distance between these two circles. So let's do that. Next, we are going to construct this concentric circle right here. To do that, as we have already proven in the reconstruction lessons, to determine the radius of this circle, we need to draw this construction circle right here. And this construction circle is the same size as this one. So in order to draw this one, we already have this bigger circle, and this one is half its size. So that's how we're going to do it. Finally, we are ready to draw the last concentric circle, which is this one right here. And as we have already proven in the previous lesson, this circle is the intersection between this one and that one. So let's do that.